Okay, so we think proposal alpha might not be the best idea because if this is Earth, best drawing ever, and the rocket's gonna go like this and then stop, it's just gonna get pulled back down to the Earth because for it to stay in orbit, it has to keep going really fast and keep going around the Earth. So yes, this would just get pulled back down to Earth, as shown here, because it needs to be going really fast.
Hi guys, I think the proposal beta is not a good idea because, well, let's just say that this is Earth, best drawing ever again. If it just gets launched up by, let's just say like the rockets, and then you just try to say it gets pushed on by the force of inertia, it's only going to go like not very fast. You need to kind of make it go a lot faster.
And it'll just get pulled back down.
It'll just yet again get pulled back down to Earth.
Yep.
Blow up the world.
Okay, I think gamma is a good idea because Earth, like I said, you need to be going fast to go around, and so to go into orbit, you need to be going fast. So if you go up with the rocket, of course, and then you turn on the secondary jets going really fast, if you get into orbit, then it'll keep going around. And so if we can get all the way around and go really fast, and then turn off those jets, then we can stay in orbit. So I think gamma is a good idea.
Okay, well, for proposal delta, I think that this could work because, well, if you have Earth here and then you launch it straight up, and then you just have the rocket break off, and then you have secondary jets push the satellite around and keep the rocket the fuel on. It'll go around fast, but it's just a huge waste of fuel. So it will go around and basically the same thing with because the fuel has to run out at some point. So it'll pretty much the same thing as gamma will happen. It'll just keep going around.
And it will go into orbit.
Yes. So this could work.
Okay, so Zeta. This one's kind of silly, because if you just keep going straight up forever, that won't get you into orbit. To get into orbit, you need to go around. And just going straight up forever, that's not going around, of course. So, Zeta is definitely gonna not work.
Yeah.
So don't even try it.
Finally, proposal Eta it's just also silly. I mean, all it is just, let's just say this is, like Earth. Sorry, my spelling is just horrible. Ignore it, it's so bad. Alright, so if you just go straight up forever until the fuel runs out. So, of course, as Nathan said earlier, similar to Zeta, it's not going around, it's going up.
And you're just going to get pulled back down to Earth.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work.
Nope.
So I think that either gamma I think gamma would be the best choice, but delta could also work.
I agree. So
and don't try any of the other ones because it would result terribly.
yeah, just
So that's what we think. And goodbye. Okay, actually, it's sort of another thing. Sprint wants to launch their satellite from Earth, but instead of they want theirs to go they want to take twice as long for theirs to orbit. So instead of theirs having an orbit like this and just going around, they can still go at the same speed and stay in orbit if they just make the orbit twice as large. Of course, this isn't really to scale, but it's possible. They could just make the orbit twice as large. They have to cover twice the distance. So if they're going the same speed as the other ones going half the distance, they can go in double the time. So they can achieve what they want. And to do this, you could just use proposals gamma or delta, because they're really the only ones that work. I'd recommend, I think, gamma for this one, because it's the most sure to work and the least waste of fuel.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.